This is the championship game.
The Super Mega Bowl, if you will.
Ottawa comes to this one 1-0, and so do the Winnipeg Jets. Ottawa beat Toronto yesterday 4-3. They had jumped out to a 3-0 lead and held on for a 4-3 win. And Winnipeg, as everyone likely knows, comeback fashion, winning a very dramatic style in a
quite the jam-packed building, but still a lot of folks have remained from the first game of this doubleheader to take on the Jets and Senators. And the puck goes down, and we are underway here at Prospect Showdown weekend. Puck down into the Ottawa zone. Jabril Touré back to pick it up. He'll move it along the wall for Savoy, and he'll chip it out of the zone. Wheeling forward. It'll be off to the right side, and Jorian Donovan jumps onto the puck. He'll spin back to the line. Touré pauses a moment before playing it back in behind the net. Good reach there to peel that one away. It'll be moved back up the wall. Zalotti trying to flip it out of the zone. Not quite successful, but Barlow will go a long shot. Slid that one through, and it'll be sticked into the corner by Nikitin. Skips up the near side, and Jamison Reese starts forward. He'll be up over center ice, but a good stick by Braden Yager to break that up. Though following up is Bourgault. Gets it out into the slot, and the Jets cover up well there to break up the play. Reese trying to move in behind the net and gets eliminated by Fryer. Senators remain on the puck. Here's Amara. Wheeling around at the top of the zone, moves it behind the net. Reese trying to slide it back out in front, hit the side of the goal. But Ottawa will maintain possession. Bourgault jolted. He'll return into the zone, delays, waits, fires right into the glove of Nikitin, and he will hold on. Cloutier with a couple of assists in yesterday's tilt. Looking for his first goal of the weekend, but thwarted by the glove of Nikitin.
Well, defenseman for Thomas Kamara was the lone defenseman back. He makes the right choice, takes away the pass, and then Cloutier does the right thing, takes a shot. Nice glove save by the Ottawa Senator netminder.
To center ice. And Salamonson settles before launching it ahead for Fabian Wagner. He'll send it towards the goal. Again, maybe trying to at the afternoon game yesterday, now the evening contest. So the Jets win the faceoff. Will be played around the boards. Skips onto the stick of Colby Barlow. He'll lance one to the goal, and that's off the blocker of Nikitin. Following up was he trying to spin one back to the net, fanned on the shot. That'll be sent out to neutral ice, and now into Jets territory as Connor Walton will be back to pick up the puck. He'll skip it out to center ice, but right back in is Touré. He takes a bump, but is able to move it off for Simmons Fisher. Comes in behind the net. Salamonson is there, along with Jokin. To the line, Barlow trying to deflect it out. Ends up getting a stick in the face for his trouble on the follow-through, so no penalty. Salamonson working it out wide, and this time Barlow able to chip it out to center. But it will come back to the line, and Wallenius will fire one well wide. Halliday over to pick it up. They'll move it behind the net for Reese. Reese spinning in the corner. He's brought down, and Hartman's going to head to the box here.
Hartman just a little frustrated with that. I see a replay. Not totally in agreement of the call, but get a good look at the Jets penalty kill here again. They were very busy.
Chance to clear, but he can't quite get it out. And there's a quick chance. It's off a body and wide. Rebound blocked by Zalotti, and then Worthington a good stop. Still scrambling for the puck in front of the net, and Jokin able to tap it back below the goal line. Zalotti trying to wrangle it in, couldn't quite do so. Fryer bumped away, and the Jets unable to clear. 35 seconds left in the power play. Leaning into a shot was Pettersson. It's off a body and wide. Out to the wide side for Halliday. He's pressured. Penalty about to expire. Jets desperate for a clear. Reese, hot shot in on Worthington. He makes the save, holds on, and that will come just as the penalty expires. So that tired Jets crew able to hang on and keep this game a goalless draw. 6 minutes, 15 seconds into the first period. We'll be right back on WinnipegJets.com. Able to slide it back to his defender. And now back on his skates. Yoder will set the table for Hamilton. Hamilton finds an opening, scoots down the left side with a shot. Nikitin's there for the stop. Things just opened right up for Reese Hamilton. And now the Jets threatening as the puck comes to the side of the goal. Hamilton to it again with a shot. And that one blocked in front. Puck still loose. Skips to the stick of Julian. Unable to wrangle it. And he'll spin it to the single. Patrolling the blue line. His shot blocked. Comes right back to him. Engel looking for an opening. Moves it to the middle. Yoder's shot is blocked away by the stick of Touré. There's Hamilton to it. Leaves it in the corner for Julian. He'll keep it moving for Cloutier. Cloutier trying to weave his way from below the goal line. Unable to find an opening. Touré will tap it up the near side. Engel tries to seal the wall and does. Speed. It'll be dropped back as Savoy was trying to set something up, but taken away, and Jokin opens up the afterburners. He'll swing out, puts it back out in front, and Barlow ripped one maybe off the post there. Possible Nikitin got a piece as well. As things open up here in Montreal for icing, and Jorian Donovan skating well to pick it up and wheel it back down the other way. There's Halliday once more, drops it in the circle for Pettersson. He's turned back into the corner. Halliday sets it up, good look and a good right pad save for Worthington as he got down. Here comes Pettersson again. He's got a man bursting in on the left side. They'll go back door and they score. Oscar Pettersson finishes it off on a quick reload in neutral ice, creating a 2-on-1 rush.
Enough of it sneaks underneath, but just a quick transition from the Ottawa Senators. Wagner just loses Pettersson, and that allows the forward to get to the front of the net and just got a piece of it.
Yeah, got a bit of the pad on there, kind of just rolled up and over. And Ottawa working its way forward. Here's Donovan moving it into the middle, and a backhand chance fought off by Worthington. Good chance for Zabeski getting right in there. That was nearly a 2-on. Backhand chance fought off by Worthington. Good chance for Zabeski. Draw against Chason. And Yager will win it back. Hartman. Battle through that spinning and rolling puck, but Jets unable to exit the zone. There's a long shot and pass out towards Barlow, but that's cut off by Hamara. And right back in. There's a chance off the wing for Hookie. His shot turned away, and the rebound just out of the reach of Jake Jason. Reset quickly for Hamara. His shot off a leg into the corner. Scramble over there. Slow down the play. And Jilkin will spin his man off the puck before starting out to neutral ice. Danny Jilkin gliding forward before chipping it in and heading off on a change. Opening frame will send it down low. Pass to the top of the zone, intercepted, and then a big collision over on the wall between Paws in behind the net. It'll be out wide. And now a chance for Winnipeg. There's Yager right in the middle of the ice, but the puck hops over his stick on the pass from Newman after he did well. Yoder spinning away from a check. Yoder out wide, pass to the front of the net. Julian tried to skip it off the net. As that puck started to bounce around in the circle, one of the Senators pulled to the ice, and it'll be time for the second Ottawa power play of this first period. Kind of hanging on for dear life towards the end of the kill. We'll see if they can get through this one and keep this a one-goal deficit. Borgo sliding into the front of the net. That's knocked away. Salamonson trying to clear, and the penalty kill lasts just 14 seconds as Salamonson is hooked up. And we'll play some 4-on-4 here to neutral ice to collect. Salamonson drops. And Hamilton will set things up from behind his own net. Moves it for Chibrikov. Nikita Chibrikov into the offensive zone. Stops up, spins back to give himself some room. Chibrikov weaving, trying to step around his man. Just couldn't quite get there as Halliday did well to seal him up. And the Jets will retreat. There's Jilkin dashing out wide. Starts down the right side before slamming on the break. Continues, and it'll come back for Chibrikov. Hamilton slows it down, back into the middle. Drop for Chibrikov, and he was about to step into a good spot, but just rolled off his stick, but he gets it back. Salamonson, nice move at the top of the zone. He'll leave it off on the wall. Long shot just wide of the goal. Chibrikov gathers it up. He'll send it around the boards, but the Jets are changing, and he'll be out to Yager in neutral ice. Jets haven't been interested in sharing the puck thus far on this 4-on-4 as Braden Yager slows up and moves it to the far side. Engel sweeps it back for Yager. He'll cut through neutral ice. Braden Yager fights through a bit of a hook, moves it to the front of the net. He will track it down in the corner. Kevin He protecting against Jabril Toure. To the near side for Chibrikov. Chibrikov, little stutter step, played it to line, didn't get it out. Toure steps forward, but Chibrikov steps right under the big defenseman, nips it away, and now the Jets are in flight. Here's Yoder down the right side with a shot, and for the second time in this first period, the Jets will hear iron instead of twine. And it remains 1-0.
He was so busy last night with family and taking it all in that he didn't get a chance to return that text back to Bradwood. Did so this morning.
Final 20 seconds here in this first period as the Jets look up ice, but Bourgault with a good stick will take it away. Moves it out in front. Here's a chance for Daou, but just couldn't settle it down. Halliday working out of the corner with a backhand feed. Puck just sitting there right in front of the crease and chipped away from danger. Daou at the top of the zone slings one to the goal. That's blocked as the Jets do well to kind of seal things up in front of their netminder. But we'll head to the break, trailing 1-0 on the goal by Oscar Pettersson. It was just kind of a momentary breakdown. Second time we will skate 4-on-4 in this contest for the full 2 minutes this time. Gives it off to Bourgault. And now for Jorian Donovan, who's part of that previous mix-up. Here's a play to the front of the net. Bourgault trying to drag that around. Worthington couldn't quite finish it off. Donovan with good speed in the zone gets it to the front of the net. Hamara was there. Worthington does well and gets some help. There's Bourgault in the circle. Drops it off. Hamara drives one off a skate. Salamonson spins onto the puck and will start it out of the zone. Fed ahead, but just out of the reach of Yoder, trying to fight his way through. Couldn't quite get to the puck, but Jets will change in behind him. Loses the puck. Zalotti will fire it off a body, and that will drop down right in front of Colby Barlow as he skates into the zone. A backhand feed to the front of the net was knocked away before it could get through to Zhilkin, who then gets a stick up in the face. No call coming, and play will continue as Matthew Andonovski starts. Andonovski drops it off to the line, turns it over though, and now Zhilkin, who is slow coming out of the zone, has the puck. 2-on-1, Zhilkin across to the front of the goal, and they score! Ben Zalotti jumps up into the rush and a silky smooth finish to tie the game 1-1.
That was just nice to watch. Ottawa makes the goaltender change, and it's ironically how things changed for the Jets last time when Montreal made their switch to the other goaltender. Just a nice hands. Soft touch right through the 5-hole. Ben Zalotti coming in from the point. Forehand, backhand in the back of the net. Just beautiful play. And of course, Danny Zhilkin.
Just the right amount of sauce on that.
Looks like the legs are starting to kick in here, and they've looked much better here in the second.
Puck up the near side, and Chibrikov is leveled from behind, and gloves are going to hit the ice here as Salamonson jumps onto his man. They're going to go right to the ice. That's interference, boarding, whatever you want to call it. Few things to call there. Gabriel Eliasson.
He's not letting up at all.
He led the under-20 league in Sweden in penalty minutes back in 2024. Jets to the power play here in Montreal, looking to take their first lead of the contest. And now won by the Jets. There's Barlow winding one up, but couldn't make contact on that one. And it'll be cleared down the ice. Jets working their way forward. Zhilkin building speed. He scored the Jets power play goal last night. Got an assist in the contest. Barlow has the other helper. He'll set it into the circle. Now back to the line for Zalotti, who's got the Jets goal here tonight. Nice move, cuts it over. Barlow, one-timer! And a good stop there by Beckman as he was just able to seal things up.
Well, Zalotti had tried to tee up Colby Barlow earlier in the power play, and Barlow whiffed on the shot, but he made sure to send a perfect pass into Barlow's wheelhouse this time around.
A face-off win for Winnipeg. Power play continues, just 30 seconds off the clock so far. Hamilton tries to send one across, that's off a skate, but Yager able to control. Resets with Hamilton. Back to Yager into the circle, across the ice. Chibrikov in for a shot, and they score! Nikita Chibrikov on the shot. Julian might have got a piece on the way through, and a power play goal gives the Jets a 2-1 lead.
Yeah, as I said a little bit earlier in this period, it seems like the Jets have got their legs underneath them, and you got to take advantage of that power play because of how bad that hit was. And it didn't take them long, all 42 seconds, and they had a good chance before that, courtesy of Colby Barlow. Great pass from Braden Yager across to Chibrikov, and his release is just tremendous. Still haven't been able to tell from the replays that went off Jacob Julian, who was going
got
to
a
the front of
touch
the net.
on it based on that led to that Jets power play. As Jamison Reese has a little trouble with the puck at the side of the Winnipeg net. The Jets will control. They know to Kluche, who will try and lift a stick to get the puck out of the zone, but it bounces back to Reese. Nice move between the legs. Goes to the backhand, but runs out of room. Worthington not willing to give an inch. There's Martin on the far side. Fights the puck out of the zone. Being used as weapons here on this shift, but play continues. There's a chance cutting to the middle of the ice. Was Carter Savoy, and that one sizzles just wide of the Jets' net. Winnipeg with back-to-back goals here in the second period to take a 2-1 lead. Senators looking to match, driving to the net. Puck rattling around in the crease. Jets able to clear, but they're on their heels as Touré tries a shot. And that one finds its way into the glove of Worthington as a stick shatters, sticks drop to the ice. And the temperature continues to rise Down on the sheet here. Settle in for the face-off here to the right of Beckman. Draw win for Winnipeg. Fire tries a shot. One's blocked in front of him. Chibrikov to it. He's got Andonovsky draped all over him. Comes to the corner side of the net. Wagner fired one off a body and wide. Chip back to the corner. Wagner trying to shield the puck as Zaveski took him to the wall. Zaveski able to dislodge it. Moves it for Andonovsky, and he'll start it out of the zone. Zaveski striding forward, loses the puck, and Chibrikov just able to clear. There's Jorian Donovan scampering forward. He'll dash through neutral ice. Swings out wide, cuts right back out in front on a drive to the net. Couple of good stints. Puck still loose. It'll come to line. Reese with a blast. That one's wide. Rings around to the right point. Teray with a follow-up. That one's knocked down by his own man, Bourgault. Bourgault carries off of that. They'll move it back to the wall. And gets the return feed, but it's in his skates, though Senators first to it. Ford will assist in that endeavor and get it out over the line. Jamison Reese starting it from his own zone. Nice pass right up through the middle. And a dash up for Bourgault. And the Jets close ranks just in time to prevent that from being a clean opportunity as the puck rolls out in front. And Worthington able to swallow that one. Kevin Heaney. Right now burning right back the other way as the speed picks up here in the second period of the Senators. Pedersen onto the puck at the blue line. He's forced off it by Barlow on a good back check there. Got back into the zone. Let's see if the free-flowing play continues here as Barlow's just across the ice. Kamara into the zone, drops it off, pass to the backside, and Worthington fights that one off. And the Jets will clear the zone and will trickle down for an icing call as Alex Worthington has been under siege. Jagger into the dot, wins another face-off. Good in the circles so far here tonight. But the puck not cleared. They'll come down to the goal line. Sharp angle shot, bouncing around the crease. Here come the bodies again. And Worthington holds the line. But Wallenius able to move it. A hot shot by Chase on his wide. A penalty coming to the Jets. And that will be a free clearance for Winnipeg with just 30 seconds left in the period. Just fighting to get to the horn here. With a siren here in Montreal. Here's Halliday driving wide. He'll swing in behind the net. Puts it out into the circle. Pedersen puts it backside. That one off of a skate. Was looking for Boucher lurking in the circle. Boucher able to send it across. Long shot and they score with 6.4 seconds left in the period. Jorian Donovan with the man planted right in the eyes of Alex Worthington. Able to find the spot and tie the game.
That's pretty much what Ottawa's been doing all night, is getting bodies in front of Alex Worthington. And as we talked about a little bit earlier, how good of a job he's been fighting through that. But you can only do it so many times, and when you can't see it, you can't stop it. Great job.
That's an outstanding screen.
Just a great shot, too. And you can tell by Worthington's reaction that he didn't see any of it.
2-2 our score heading to the third period. Alex Worthington, 23 saves for the Jets as Chibrikov brings it forward. One assist in the contest for Nikita Chibrikov, and a hot shot into the glove of Lucas Beckman, and he will hold on for his first work of this third period. And we're talking about Barlow being involved. Zaveski, we've been saying his name a lot. He's been around the net, had some good looks. There's Teray on an end-to-end rush and gets away a hot shot, but it'll sail high off a stick. Comes back to Teray. He'll step down the right side before putting it around the boards. Donovan on the far wall. Leaves it for Daoud and Reese into the dot. Everyone will pile into the face-off circle. Jets come out with the puck, and Kevin He starts forward. He'll roll it down the ice. Catching an edge with Simmons. Fisher pass out in front looking for Jokin. Is not Cole Hillier's going to take that down the tunnel, so that twig is toast. But it worked out well for the Jets because they got some fresh legs in the form of Fabian Wagner out there as they continue to face this pressure from Ottawa. Here's Teray in for a shot. That's right off the crest of Alex Worthington as he makes another stop. Comes back to the line, right side to Ray again. He'll send that one to Worthington. Good feet there as he changes the angle on that redirect. Now another chance. That one rips off the bar and out. And he's able to hold off Chibrikov. Bourgault takes a shove, goes down to one knee, plays it to Teray. His shot floats wide. The pressure continues here for Ottawa, now trying to open things up. Bourgault's stick explodes, and a chance for Wagner to get it out, and he will for this weekend. Chason will drop it back to his line. Pass up the near side, read well by Cloutier, but couldn't make a play on it. Now Hookie stepping up the near side and fires that one wide. That'll catch the corner and ring all the way back to the Senators' blue line. Hookie stepping back into the zone. Sends it on for Reese. Makes a move around Salamonson. Right to the goal! And a collision in front. Puck ends up in the net, but the goal immediately waved off. As Worthington had made the save and then got bowled over. Looks like he's okay as well. After he had got past Salamonson and then, took a pretty good jolt from Danny Jilkin.
What you want to see from your players, you cut to the front of the net, that's happened, but unfortunately the ricochet afterwards went into Worthington.
Yoder in pursuit. But plenty of support back there for Ottawa. Now they'll stretch it forward. Halliday trying to fight his way in. Chibrikov there to assist Hamilton. They'll go to work in the corner and come away with the puck. Time. And now off the rush, the Senators with Bourgault. Sends it across, and a good stick there. As Jagger was able to get a twig on it to poke it away from Halliday. Halliday able to pick it out of the corner and goes for a skate now. Drops it off high in the zone. Right side, Simmons-Fisher sends one into the crease, poking away. Worthington down, and he's got it covered up. Right side, Simmons-Fisher sends one into the crease, poking away. Worthington down, and he's got it covered up. 2-2 still the score, but the shots ticking ever further in favor of the Ottawa Senators, 32-15 at this point. Alex Worthington, 30 saves. Dominic DiVincentis made 38 in last night's contest. The Jets have received some excellent goaltending here this weekend, and they're right in this matchup because of their masked man here. Halliday, nice move around the back, tries to cut to the goal, goes to the forehand, stop by Worthington, and he's able to hold on. Period still 2-2 as Danny Jilkin, who had a pair of goals last night, works his way forward. He'll send it down into the corner. Wallenius turns it over to He. Kevin He on the far side. Shielding the puck, tries to center. That's off a skate. And Daou brings it forward. He's turned back by Reese Hamilton, and the puck flutters up into the Winnipeg bench. Battle in behind the net. As Walton able to free it up. Uses that big frame to shield the puck. Cuts one way, his pass off of a skate, stepping in front, Zabeski! And a right pad save made by Worthington. There's Touré at the right points. He'll send one to the net. That one slung through everybody, caught the corner, and face-off win for Ottawa. Simmons-Fisher from the line. His shot broke the stick of Yoder, who will race over to the bench. Meanwhile, it's cleared down the ice. Salati had jumped into the fray. And we'll play it down into the Ottawa zone, but once again, a quick exit for the Senators. Salamonson trying to drive it out of the zone. Couldn't do so. It'll come in behind the Winnipeg net with 7:24 to go in the third period. This game still tied 2-2. It is Prospect Showdown in Montreal. Gabriel Eliasson back into the game after serving his significant penalty time, and turnover at the top of the zone finds its way to Fryer. His shot handled by Beckman, and it looks like the official's going to pull at least somebody out of this mix, and might have some other folks heading over to the penalty box as it all continues. Power play here. They do have a power play goal in the contest. They will start things out in neutral ice. Makes sense with everybody getting involved in that fracas. And so, with 7:05 to go in the third period, the game tied 2-2. The Jets, who have been on their heels for a good chunk of this third period, a chance to maybe get the offense humming with this power play.
Wall and make sure he gets it.
Here's Salamonson dropping for Braden Yager. Starts it to Chibrikov, who gave it away, and now racing the other way is Bourgault. He's got a step, but he's going to lose the puck, and Worthington swatted at it, but didn't get all of it. Swings it over to Chibrikov. Puck just not settling down. You wonder if the ice maybe a little too busy this weekend, starting to roll around as that puck continues to hop. Hamilton down the wing, puts it out in front, a couple of whacks. Oh, what a save by Beckman! Nikita Chibrikov on the doorstep. Beckman down, but the trapper is there to snag it.
What an unbelievable stop from the Senators goaltender. I thought for sure Winnipeg was about to take the lead, and he lunges over with a glove and makes a tremendous stop. Great chance for Winnipeg.
Real good chance there for Kluche in front. He paid the price to get that one. Puck jostled loose. Oh, what a grab. It's not a lot of room to elevate there. The end of their power play, and now off the face-off a shot. Beckman's there for another good stop. Absolutely robbing Nikita Chibrikov just ahead of the break. Continues to tick here, down to about 4 minutes to go as Jokic bursts his way in. He's tripped up, and the Jets are heading right back to the power play as Danny Jokic uses his speed to create another special teams chance for the visitors here tonight.
Easy, really low-hanging fruit. He's been one of the best forwards for the Jets, and that was just ability, skate hard to the outside, and a penalty is called as Simmons Fisher goes to the box for tripping. And Winnipeg, whose last two power plays have left a lot to be desired, gets another chance here to try and win this hockey game with 4:03 to go.
Just doesn't take much when you're at that speed to go in this Jets power play as everybody piles to the wall. All four Senators below the goal line. See if Winnipeg can work it out quickly for a chance here. Daou backing out. Jets do get to it, and they'll move it to Yager in the circle for a shot. Save made. Rebound! And that one turned away as well. Not sure it got through to Beckman. He was.
Lenius may have sucked the leg out to block that shot.
Glorious opportunity late in this power play for Winnipeg. We saw all those Senators going in down low, and the Jets nearly made them pay. Now just 5 seconds remain in the Jets power play, and the Senators on the rush. We'll come into the corner as we go back to 5-on-5. Simmons Fisher will head to the bench. And now a spin move out of the corner is turned away by Worthington, and Julian skates it out of the zone. Jacob Julian up to center. No, he didn't get there, but Beckman will play it anyways, and play continues with under 2 minutes to go. Chipped off his stick, Jamison Reese. Spinning around on the far side, puts it across the ice. Stepping in is Simmons Fisher, his shot. Off a skate and wide, then turned over behind the net by Winnipeg. Reese trying to shovel it in front for Hookie. That doesn't connect as the Jets put up a wall in front of their netminder. Fryer able to step out to neutral ice. He will rejoin the play and shake out that stinger. And now he's into the offensive zone again. Jokic stops up, spins around, sent it over for He, but the pass just in behind him. Bourgault spinning around in his own zone to get some space, and now he'll dash forward. Bourgault cuts up through the defenders, but one stick in there to turn him back, and now he will dash the other way. Good back check there for Stephen Halliday to take it off. And now he'll skate it forward offensively. Halliday trying to squeeze towards the net with less than 10 to go in the third period. Maybe one last rush here as Hamilton starts forward, but he's just going to flip this in. And why not? 60 minutes, not enough to start things out. Boucher, Daou, and Donovan on the other side. One of these teams will go undefeated this weekend, and we need a little extra time to figure out who that will be, and the Jets will get that important this weekend. And we need a little extra time to figure out who that will be, and the Jets will get that important first possession. Here comes Elias Salamonson, sends it out wide for Nikita Chibrikov, who will step back into his zone. Jets winding things up. Salamonson drops it back, and Yager will start forward. Braden Yager down the right side, delays, wanted to shoot, fanned on it, stays with the puck. Yager moves it off. Chibrikov has Salamonson backing to the open side, but couldn't quite get it through to him. And the Senators able to come up with the puck. Yager will start forward. Braden Yager down the right side, delays, wanted to shoot, fanned on it, stays with the puck. Yager moves it off. Chibrikov has Salamonson backing to the open side, but couldn't quite get it through to him. And the Senators able to come up with the puck. Looked like that was developing into a good chance for the Jets, but just couldn't quite make it happen. Daou brings it forward. It's the last man that needs to get off the ice as a change happens in behind him. They'll set it back for Pettersson. He's got a goal in the contest, and he'll move out to neutral ice as that change finishes with Daou stepping off. Salamonson still out there for the Jets. As the Senators come in, here's a play to the front of the net, and Worthington makes a good stop off the tip. Jokic winding up from behind his own goal, and he'll hit full speed through neutral ice. Jokic winding up from behind his own goal, and he'll hit full speed through neutral ice. Danny Jokic down the left side. Swings it behind the goal, tries the wraparound, rebound, they score! Fabian Wagner, overtime winner! And the Jets take this one 3-2.
Didn't take long. Buck 17 into overtime, and that's Danny Zilkin losing his speed on the wraparound attempt. Beckman makes a save, but he cannot get over quick enough as Fabian Wagner receives a gift. Bourgault completely misses the Winnipeg Jet forward, and this young Swede wins this game.